back to our favorite stuff. Today is October 1st. It's cold as balls out. Well, you'll be listening to it on October 5th, technically. What?
I'm just trying to do the math in my head. So October 5th. October 5th, really?
Yeah.
What's today?
The 1st. I just said.
Yeah, today's Thursday. So 2nd is Friday.
3rd, 4th, 5th.
3rd, 4th, 5th. Oh, yeah, we upload on Mondays.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Wow. Oh.
If you guys are new to this, the other voice is my brother Robert. We talk about our favorite stuff: music, sports, video games, blah 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 blah. Today it's music. Today we've chosen music. That is our favorite thing. Let me lower my
Our
chair
favorite
here.
thing for today.
Our favorite thing of the day is music.
You gotta lower your chair, because you're just 6'5" gargantuan human being, doesn't even fit in the chair. Has to lower yourself.
I am 5'9". I am a short motherfucker. Yeah. How dare you bring up height on this podcast?
I was trying to make everyone think that you're this gargantuan human being.
I'm a short boy. Sorry.
Me too. I'm 5'8".
Yeah, maybe we should maybe I'll bring it up. Oh shit! Hold on.
Oh, there you go. Now you look huge.
I'll sit like this.
Yeah, like Elf. Bruh.
I am an elf. Okay. So yeah, today we're talking about music. If you haven't turned off yet, we have a new song from PUP, which is a band that is huge in Robert's heart.
My favorite band.
I'm kind of new to them.
Ever. This band has been my life for the past
couple years.
Year, I want to say. No, not quite couple years. Maybe a year and a half.
And we got a surprising album release.
Yeah.
Well, not surprising. I mean, fans of him probably knew this was coming out. But surprising to us is MGK. And if you know us and you're like, why are you talking about MGK? It's because he's pop punk now. I mean, not now, as in right now. He was kind of pop punk before.
He's kind of been.
This is his first pop punk album. And it caught us off guard. I
didn't even know anything about it. I got shot with a message. Hey, before you on the podcast, listen to the Machine Gun Kelly's new album. And I looked at that, and I was like, this is a joke, right? You're pranking me. I'm not listening to no Machine Gun Kelly. Thank you. But I figured, whatever, I'll listen to it. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, so we'll get into that, too. Before we start, just a reminder to hit that subscribe button. That helps us out a lot. Hit review if you're listening on Apple or Spotify. Hit the like button if you're on YouTube. And, I don't know, it might do something fun. I don't know. It helps us. I don't know if it really helps you, but maybe you'll know that it's a good deed of the day.
It doesn't hinder you.
It's a good deed of the day. You can do it while you're watching the video, actually. If you just, minimize it, if you're watching it full screen because you want to see our beautiful faces, you just hit the like button while it's playing.
I'm going to be honest, I'm not inclined to like YouTube videos personally a lot of the time because I really wish it didn't save it to a liked videos playlist. I want to be able to like a video without it being put on this playlist.
You're not helping our case. This is a bad time
to talk
about this.
I'm just saying, maybe some people are okay with that. I hope they are. But maybe I would like so many more videos if it didn't get added to some playlist.
Hey, you know what's even better? Like the video, and then if you really like it, go back and watch it from your liked videos playlist. Here, how about that?
Wow.
How about that? We're going to be talking about those two things. I guess we'll start with PUP probably, because you're pretty eager to get going with PUP. Just a couple notes before we start on music. One, sorry about the no episode last week. Shit happens.
Busy.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much the way we can say. We just can't find time between our school and stuff. Secondly, congratulations, Tampa Bay Lightning, Stanley Cup champs.
Yeah.
Finally. I feel like we wouldn't be our favorite stuff if we didn't mention hockey or sports.
We seem to do that every episode. Every episode we go, okay, we're going to do a little bit of sports this episode. You got 45 minutes of baseball talk straight for no reason.
Dude. We can't.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, the Tampa Bay, finally, they climbed over that hill and finally got it.
Didn't get beat by the Blues.
It was great. Yeah, it was great to watch them win the Stanley Cup. What else? Oh, yeah, Blue Jays are out. Shocker.
Yeah, I mean.
2 games, whatever.
Came and went really fast.
Yeah. 2 days. 2-day playoff.
Done.
They shouldn't be here next year.
Dude, we got shot on.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, bro.
Oh, my
They're
God.
Number 1 seed in the East.
Dude, I was watching, we just got outplayed in every possible way. We got out-hit. We got out-pitched. We got out everything.
We knew that, though. We're playing with house money.
I know, but still, holy, we got, curb stomped.
The Jays are playing with house money. They'll be back and better next year or the year after.
Some Jays fans really, piss me off with how they're, the more of, the less hardcore fans are like, oh, yeah, the Jays are, good now. Like, we're finally a really good
Not yet.
team. Unless you can tell that they're, like, a fake fan. Or a very casual fan.
Yeah.
Because we're not good yet. We're showing promise, which is good.
We were good enough. We were good enough to make an expanded playoff format.
Yeah. Just barely.
We were in the top half of the league.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we finished over 500. We had a winning season, which is, for the Blue Jays,
Lately,
win.
That's great.
Are we good? Questionable.
Yeah.
So that's how you can tell the difference between like casual fans and hardcore fans, because we're happy that we're going to get better. They're happy because they think we did get better.
Yeah.
Which is not true.
Everyone's like thinking the Jays are the Raptors out here.
Yeah, and I'm like, guys, no. Because my friends, like, they're not big in the baseball, but they're very nice, so they'll try to talk baseball with me to, like, I don't know, make me feel better about myself being the only baseball fan. They're like, oh, yeah, the Jays are pretty good now, and I'm like, I wish, dude. And I'm like, I really
Not
wish.
yet.
Yet.
Wait a year or two, and they're gonna make a lot of noise.
Yeah, I think so.
I played baseball over the weekend.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
We won our championship. It was my third year technically with the team, even though we just did a tournament to be like, hey, we can still play baseball because of COVID. But technically my third year with the team, first championship, so I'm pretty happy about that.
And to clarify, it's I don't know what technically kind of softball it is. You call it fast underhand. Is there like a technical name?
It's technically I don't know, because it's not like your normal softball. It's not like lob ball, let the girls hit.
And it's not windmill either.
But it's not fast pitch. It's people pitch with underhand.
But you can throw it as hard as you want underhand.
Yeah, and people can whip it, let me tell you. And like some guys were throwing like curveballs, bro. Like,
I'm guessing they get some motion where they like flick it almost, where they're using that like backwards to forwards force. Some of
the guys can get a pretty good curve going on it. So it's kind of like fast pitch with less speed. But
I think it's kind of like a medium.
But there's still some pitchers in the league that can blow it by you.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
it's like a fun league to play in.
Yeah.
For when
it's kind of like a professional beer league. That's the best way I describe it to people.
Professional beer league.
We still drink beer after the game, but we all take it very seriously.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, we're here for fun. No, we actually all want to win. Like the whole league is like it's standings and everything. Like it's pretty intense. So.
Dude, I can't wait to play in that. It's gonna be so awesome.
Hey, you only get to play in this when you get hurt at a young age like me, and then can't play hardball anymore.
Yeah, get injured every
shoulder
possible.
surgery at like 19.
I also started with that dislocated knee.
Yeah,
after that, it's been downhill.
Dude, that was in grade 9.
I'm telling you, this kid dislocates his knee stretching, pops it back in, to warm it up. Can't believe it. That's so ironic, though. You're stretching to avoid injury, and you get injured.
It was more of I didn't really dislocate my knee stretching. My foot kind of slipped. It was the way it slipped on the gym floor. And my knee just kind of fell inwards. And oh god.
Oh, they hurt like shit.
Oh fuck yeah. And the gym teacher.
At least it went back in after.
It's not dislocated.
Wait, it was.
Oh, it definitely was.
Because it got put back.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you wouldn't be able to walk on it. It's dislocated. Here I am limping like a fucking chicken, bro. I'm like, yeah, I can't walk on it. I don't know if you could tell, but.
Bruh.
Anyways, yeah, I just figured we'd get those 2 sports notes in. On to music. Okay.
Yes.
So Robert introduced me to PUP. I mean, I've heard of them before. I saw them at the first Warp Tour I went to, which was 2015.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, and I didn't really know much about them. And Warp Tour, I was like, oh, they're pretty good. I was waiting for another band to come on, and they played. And I was like, they're not bad.
I'm trying to think if their second album was out by then. I don't have my phone. Oh, my phone's recording the video.
You want me to look up their...
Just see what album, or see when The Dream Is Over came out.
But Robert, on the other hand, is a big fan of PUP.
I love PUP.
Can you give us a little bit of background on PUP, just so people, if they don't know, like what kind of band they are?
They're a punk band, out of Canada. I'm pretty sure out of the Toronto area.
Yes, they are.
They're not the biggest band, not the biggest Canadian band either. I'm pretty sure Billy Talent's going to make sure that no other punk band's going to be the biggest punk band for a long time. In Canada.
No. Billy Talent's got that for right now.
But they're fairly decently sized. I feel like if Billy Talent wasn't around, they'd probably be a bit more known in Canada.
Some 41.
No, but still like a bit better. But yeah, you got like these, like they're just like gatekeeping. It's like there's no way you're getting past those two.
No.
But they're a really good band. They're really, really good. I really like they have a very like unique sound to them that I really, really like. It's very, and they say it that they have it's almost like rough around the edges noise, where sometimes, if a certain note it isn't hit right or whatever, they'll keep it because they like the rough sound of it, how you're just like thrashing out. They're awesome.
So the way I look at them, okay, they're kind of, it's not a new sound. It is a sound that they've revived, and a couple
Yeah.
other bands have revived it from like the '80s English punk, like the Clash and the Ramones. They had that very edgy, not perfect, just
Yes.
kind of like edgy noise.
That's amazing.
And bands like PUP and Anti-Flag, and Anti-Flag's much older than PUP is, but bands like that have been kind of reviving that sound.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like bad in a good way. You know what I mean? Like not everything's perfect, but that's the way they meant to be, and
Exactly.
it ends up sounding good. Now I like Anti-Flag a little more than PUP. PUP is only a small handful of stuff I've actually enjoyed myself. And to answer your earlier question, no, their second album was not out
It's
yet.
2016, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I didn't want to say
I'm pretty sure the first Warped Tour I went to was 2015.
Yeah.
So
they would have only had their self-titled album out.
yeah, unless they were in the middle of releasing new stuff, they could have played new stuff. I can't remember.
Maybe, yeah. Their first album's good, though.
Like I said, that was the first time I ever even heard of them when they played on stage.
I remember they used to be called Topanga originally, and they had an EP as Topanga that you can find on YouTube, and it has some decent songs in it. One of them, I forget what song, is actually still a PUP song, but the rest of them you can't find anymore on like Spotify. You can only find it on YouTube. But it has a good music on it, too.
It's kind of like, actually, it's funny that we mentioned Billy Talent again.
Billy Talent with Pez.
It was Pez, and you can find their Watush album on YouTube.
Didn't they get sued by another band called Pez?
Yeah, in America.
How did that band not get sued by the candy company?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up, honestly, to see if they're still a band. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely not as big as Billy Talent.
I doubt it, because Billy Talent have been going since early 90s, and Pez was already long-lasting before them, which is why they were going to lose the lawsuit.
Oh, yeah.
So it'd be a miracle if that band was still around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Considering Billy Talent, they're in their 40s now. But yeah, so PUP's pretty good. This new song is called Rot.
It's Rot. They're releasing a new EP.
This place sucks ass?
This place sucks ass.
That's hilarious.
It's because they said no matter where you are, it probably sucks ass. Which is
right now
pretty true.
Does. Yeah, pretty
definitely.
much.
And I'm guessing that's why it's only an EP, not a full-length album, because it's hard to record. They had a picture of them recording, and they're all like different ends of the room, super separate in this big studio.
Well, that's what Rise Against is dealing with right now. They usually write remotely anyways, because only Tim, the lead singer, and I want to say the bassist is from they live in Chicago. Where Zach is the guitarist from somewhere else, and Brandon's from somewhere else, the drummer. So they kind of all write remotely anyways.
Yeah.
So Tim was saying this is kind of, it's a little harder because they can't fly in to rehearse to kind of hash it out like once a month or something like that. He's like, but they write remotely anyways, and I guess any band writing right now, including PUP, has got to write remotely. It's just the way, either that or pass COVID tests every 2 weeks, and
yeah, it's just rough. PUP, they did a live streamed kind of concert thing. Not a concert, but they played through live stream once. It was really cool, and a
bunch of bands. I've loved that over quarantine.
They made a song over quarantine called I can't remember. I don't think you can find it on Spotify either. I think it's only on YouTube.
Oh, really?
It's just some songs they wrote just over quarantine. It's about quarantine.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So yeah, Rot. When Robert told me he messaged me. And Robert's pretty good at contributing to the show in other ways other than
info.
He usually doesn't message me and go, we should talk about this. I usually ask him, hey, what should we talk about? And we usually kind of hash it out.
I'm very I don't know. I improvise is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
I'm very on the spot, so usually I don't like to plan things, but this I was like,
he's like, we gotta talk about the new PUP song. And originally,
I love this song.
up until this point, what I heard, I was kind of iffy. Like I said, a couple songs, I'm like, these are pretty good. But for the most part, I'm like, they're okay. Was my opinion of them. This song's really good.
I've
listened to Rot. I've listened to it quite a good handful of times since he told me. And like I said, and this one kind of drives it home. You guys should listen to it. I wish copyright wasn't a thing. I would just play it. It would make it or I could use it as our intro, but copyright. And I'm not getting a hold of PUP.
I'm sure PUP, they're nice guys. I don't know if their lawyers are.
No.
So
no.
Probably not going to go through.
So, and this really drives from the point I was saying before was they really sound like an English punk band, like an old English punk band, and this song kind of drove it home. I was just like, man, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's a little less imperfect, this song, I think, which is what I really like.
Really? I thought it was kind of.
Than the other ones. A lot of I listened to a lot of trying to figure them out. Was Morbid stuff, and they're self-titled. I think it's what I bounce back and forth, just what I found.
Morbid Stuff was their most perfect sounding one.
Yeah, their subtitle's a little rough.
And so is The Dream Is Over. It's fast and rough. But I love that. It's my favorite. Like, I love the rough sounding.
What did you like about this new song?
I loved how, like, I don't know, like, the lyrics are really good. I really like the lyrics. The chorus is really good. I like the actual verses where it's, like, talk singing, a mix between, like, singing and talking.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like how it goes really hard at some points. And, like, you know, it's really fast, it's upbeat. It's stuff you can, like, headbang to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I really like
that's
that.
what you're kind of looking for in
very
this kind
high
of
energy.
music. That's what you're kind of looking for in this kind of music, is very high energy, right?
Very, very high energy. I love this song.
So another band, since if you like the talk singing, and they just came out with a new album as well, actually. I didn't even plan to talk about this album, but now that you say talk singing, is Movements. And I've been following Movements for quite a while now, a couple years, just because when I got into that kind of music. And a lot of their songs are kind of sad. It's very sad boy music, but I like it. I mean, they rock pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've listened to any of them.
No. I can't say.
They just released a new album, and it's really good too. It's a banger. But yeah, they do a lot of that kind of talk singing, where it's kind of like spoken word almost, but a little faster, so it's more like singing, right? But it's not. You can tell it's not. Rise Against is a full song like that, called The Approaching Curve. It's mostly spoken word, which is crazy if you know Rise Against.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that too sometimes. Like, I like a bit of as long as they're good at staying on beat, because it's really hard. With spoken word, if you're not on beat, because spoken word, you're not really trying to be on beat. You're trying to be kind of, you're speaking with a certain tone. You're trying to keep up to the speed more than the beat. But you want to be on beat a little bit, or else it sounds off. It sounds like there's two separate things. It sounds like you're talking to someone and the music's playing in the background, like you're talking to someone at a club or something like that. And you don't want that, because then your brain gets confused. You go cross-eyed and you stop listening to it because your brain's confused, right? But I think spoken word is very useful in a song, especially when you want to change direction.
It's not spoken word. They do have, like, you know, it's like a mix. It's like,
it's
hard to explain.
The song's not fully spoken word.
You have to listen to it to know what we're talking about.
A lot of the words are more like a lot of like the lyrics and stuff are more like it's more yelly. You know what I mean? You're not screaming, but you're not singing.
Yeah.
It's more of like trying to get a point across and then back again, like the English punk bands did, like the Clash did and the Ramones. And there's a third band that I'm blanking on that I had as a example, but they kind of did that thing where they're just like, wow, 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 like it's kind of yelling, you know what I mean? But it's yelling to a beat, and that really gets people moving, and if that's what you're trying to do.
And pop, they have songs like that, but they have songs that are more, you know, cleanly polished, and they don't have that rough sound. They have, like, you know, if you like that, you have that. They go a lot of, like, different ends of the spectrum when it comes to music. They have, like, their stuff that's a bit more, like, pop punky, and they have, like, their punk stuff, and they have screaming songs, a few of them. Football Meltdown isn't quite screaming, but it's, like, the same tone, like, angry, fast. But I'm blanking on the name here. Oh, my God. It's off their self-titled album. No, is it? Oh, shit. It's on one of their first two. I know it's not on Morbid Stuff. It's, shoot.
Guilt Trip?
No,
Reservoir?
No. I know it's at the lower end if you're looking at Spotify. Or towards the middle. No, it's on the second album. It's on The Dream Is Over. It's on The Dream Is Over.
Alright, guys, hold on. It'll drive Robert nuts if he doesn't get this.
It's about halfway through.
My Life Is Over?
No.
Old Wounds?
Old Wounds.
Yeah, there you go.
Old Wounds is very rough sounding, very angry, very yelly. It's yelly. It's really good. Like, it's like, I love angry music sometimes, like really, really angry music. And it's really good.
See, I don't like angry music as far as, like, because it makes me angry. I like angry music because of the energy it brings.
I like, it
brings me. You know what I mean?
Like,
it's like that. You start to get a bit of a headbang going, and you're like,
exactly.
Like, you know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
listening to it because I'm pissed off. I'm listening to it because I have, like, energy and I want to, like.
It makes me motivated, actually, for the most part.
I don't know whether
that's because I listen to political music for the most part. But most of the times it makes me like motivated to do stuff. I listen to it on the way to work, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's go to work. You know what I mean?
Fuck the government. I'm gonna work at the grocery store.
Fuck the government. I'm gonna go pay taxes now and be a good citizen. But yeah, no, there's like on the way to work today, Beast and the Harlot came on by Avenged Sevenfold. I'm like, yeah, fuck
Avenged
yeah.
Sevenfold's such a good band too.
Yeah,
I love Avenged Sevenfold.
I love Avenged Sevenfold too. Some of their latest albums have been not bad, but like I think they're starting to run out of ideas.
Yeah.
So you find bands that have been around a long time start to run out of ideas, and you're like, hey, this kind of sounds like
That's why I was so surprised Slipknot's last album was so good. Because they've been around for their fair share of time. And they're still, their newest album is one of my favorites by them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Slipknot's great. But yeah, overall, PUP, I'm still, like, the jury's still out. Like, this song is still, like, it's good to me, but the jury for me is still, like, out.
Yeah.
On whether I like them or not. I'll probably listen to the new EP.
Yeah, they have a song coming out, I think it's tomorrow,
So October 2nd, so by the time you hear this, it will be gone.
Maybe, if I got the dates right. Where for some sort of promotion thing with a bunch of other pop punk bands, or punk bands in general, they're releasing Edmonton, which I think is a song on the new EP, for 24 hours that you can listen to. So I'm going to be listening to that.
So I'm going to try to catch it tomorrow. Like I said, it doesn't mean much to you people, because if it is for 24 hours and it is tomorrow, you missed out.
It's gone.
What you should do is when you listen to this, let us know if you heard it.
Yeah,
let us know what you thought.
Because I'm really excited for it.
We'll probably talk about it next week.
Have any new music? I just can't like get to it fast enough. This is by far my favorite band.
Yeah, I know you've been loving them for a little while.
Love this. All I want to do is go see them live. And I was planning on seeing if I could find tickets, but then all this, COVID stuff happened.
I was like I said, I saw them at Warped Tour. I remember seeing them. I remember very vividly seeing them. I don't remember if they were good. I think they were. Like, I'm pretty sure they were good.
I think they're a good live band. I could tell that their stuff would be good live because of the energy. It'd be really good for like moshing and stuff.
But they weren't a big band at that point.
No.
Are they a big band now? I'm assuming they are.
They're bigger.
Yeah.
Definitely. But they're not huge, but they're not tiny.
So they weren't really there wasn't a lot of people there for them. A lot of people there were there for bands after.
For the big event.
Yeah, like I think I was waiting for Paris, which was big at the time, and Pierce the Veil was coming on at some point.
Oh,
so
really?
I was kind of just sitting around waiting for those two bands that I loved at the time, right?
That's how it worked for those. They let the small bands come on.
Yeah, because most of the time you'll draw in other people, like I know they try to do it from like unknown to known because a lot of people show up halfway through Warped Tour.
Yeah, you lead up to the main event always.
Yeah,
you do it in everything like UFC.
But it's cool, like if you are kind of on the fringe of being a big band, kind of like maybe PUP was at that point waiting because they was just before their second release.
Yeah, I think their first album got a lot of traction when they let it out, and that's when they started to ramp up.
So if you can get yourself just a couple spots before a big band, because people don't want to lose their spot for that big band, so sometimes people show up a couple sets like I do, a couple sets before. Because I'm like, oh, people are gonna leave, and I'm gonna move up. I'm trying to get my spot.
Yeah.
You end up playing to a bigger audience because a lot of people are waiting for that band, and
then you get that publicity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I still can't believe when we went, we left before Simple Plan. It seemed like such a good idea in the time because we were so tired.
We were there for 8 hours.
But
I love Simple Plan. I love them. Okay.
They're good. Yeah.
Sum 41.
Sum 41 was what I was there for.
Absolutely.
Simple Plan was like. It's weird because they played after Sum 41 though.
Yeah,
but I was there for Sum 41
because they're about even in who you got a lot of punk kids coming to Warped Tour, which they came for Sum 41, but you got a lot of pop punk kids too that came from Simple Plan, especially the older pop punk generation, right?
I'm telling you though, Sum 41 at Warped Tour was so good.
Hey, if you guys ever get a chance to see Sum 41 live, fucking do it. They played straight through Does This Look Infected?
Which is my favorite album.
From front to back, yeah, one of my favorites too. And and then right at the end they threw in Fat Lip and
which is like one of their biggest songs.
They threw in Fat Lip because it's not on that album, and In Too Deep right at the end.
Which are like the two biggest songs that aren't off.
Yeah.
Does Look Infected. Such a good dude. The energy in the crowd was so good too. I was crowd surfing and shit.
Robert lost his phone.
I lost my phone, and your friend Jacob got it for me. He's the
lead singer of Oakrest.
Yeah. Yeah, the lead singer of Oakrest. He was there with, like, I tagged along with you guys, because you two were going, and you asked me if I wanted to come too, and I was like, hell yeah, I want to go. And then I was crowd surfing wearing my basketball shorts that I used to wear, like, it was, like, my religion. And my phone fell out of them as I was crowd surfing. I tried to, like, reach out and grab for it. Everyone's like, no. And I'm like, whatever, I'll just enjoy my time. And then he ended up getting off, someone that picked it up.
I don't know how they found it.
Someone must have saw it fall in my pocket, and was nice enough to get it. God bless that guy's soul, whoever it was.
Crowd shows, there's such good energy usually in general. Because usually people are so friendly.
Yes, even people that are moshing and going crazy are nice people. They're not, you know what I mean? They're like, they'll stop moshing and like be nice, if you know what I mean? If they accidentally hurt someone or whatever, they're not gonna be like, fuck, you get out of my fucking way, I'll blow you in the fucking jaw. They're nice people.
I'm not typically a mosher. I'm usually there for the music, and I can't multitask like that. Like, I'm usually there for the performance. I get why people mosh, like, I fully understand. But me personally, I'm there to watch the performance, right? So I usually stand off. I like to be up front to the side, so I stay out of the mosh pit.
So you get up against the
I don't
bar.
mind being pushed and shit. I don't care. Like, it's a rock show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have moshed a couple times.
I think I'm definitely gonna mosh.
To bands that I didn't know as well. So
Just
I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'll mosh, yeah. So I got punched in the face, like, directly in the face. My nose was bleeding a little
accident?
bit. I mean, you're moshing, so not really, I guess, right?
But he punched? Usually it's pushing and shoving.
Yeah,
and like,
crowd killing, bro. You got the arms going. So I got like haymakered in the mouth or the nose area, like in that, like in between, and like I wasn't like bleeding, but like a little. I can kind of taste a little bit, and like the guy like full-fledged stopped crowd killing, grabbed me by the shoulders, was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good, man." He's like, "All right, man, I am so sorry." Like, he was so concerned, and I was like, "Yeah, thanks, man." I'm
crowd killing?
Yeah.
So how do you do that? Punch some guy in the face and go, whoops, like you meant to.
Kind of, but like it's
weird, I guess. Moshing's a very fine line.
Yeah, and people don't listen to rock music and apparently dubstep. Apparently dubstep's got a lot of moshing. But people that don't listen to those two genres don't get it. Like, people that listen to country music look at us moshing at a show and go, "What the fuck is going on here? Like, how can you do that?"
Like, it's like the pit where you're like kicking the shit out of someone else.
And the best way I describe it to people is like, you know that happiness you feel when you listen to like your favorite genre of music? Like, yeah, and I'm like, ours turns into energy. Ours has some sort of like chemical equation inside of us that says like, get up and move.
Yeah, you want to like break shit.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not that far from me. But like, you get like this energy. I can't even explain this energy, okay?
Yeah.
Like, coming up to a breakdown or something, like the build up. It's just like you feel your whole body and you're just like, you start shaking. You're like, you know what I mean? Like, you just get so excited. And
yeah, all I don't do is like headbang and like thrash around.
Yeah.
And, like, throw myself into like the walls and
That's
shit.
how moshing is, because you basically got, and I'm going to explain this to anybody who's a nerd for science. You basically, when you heat something up, the molecules start to shake, okay? And they bounce against each other and they can't stop moving. But that's what, because they're being heated, so basically the way moshing works is you got a bunch of people that are vibrating with fucking energy, and they want to move, and everyone starts moving together, and you're bound to have people bump into each other, and so you start pushing and shoving for the love of the game, you know. And
it's really like it's a voluntary thing. They have like pit, you know what I mean? You'll be in the big crowd, and there'll be little circles that form in mosh pits. You can just walk in, walk out. So like, you know, you walk in, they're like, you're not fucking leaving.
Yeah.
Like, you're just chill. You know what I mean? It's very.
Well, there's a bunch of different. There's like circle pits where you all run in a circle.
Where you go in the circles,
and
mosh pits.
Yeah, you have mosh just pushing and shoving.
Wherever.
And then you got like the heavier mosh pits, which include like crowd killing and kicks and shit like that.
Okay, I don't want to go to that shit.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. That's usually at like deathcore shows.
I don't want to get kicked.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I want to push and shove. I don't want to get punched in the mouth, kicked in the dick, and die.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if this guy was crowd killing for sure. It might have just been an errand hand. You know what I mean? Just kind of.
Well, if he hit sorry that hard, it probably would have been not crowd killing.
Yeah, but like crowd killing, you're not really trying to like, despite the name.
I think the name has a bad connotation.
Despite the name, you're not really trying to haymaker people. You're just kind of like, it's kind of like this to kind of like hit them in the shoulder. Just kind of like, you know what I mean? I don't do that, so I can't explain it the best. But so yeah, like that's the only like bad experience, and like usually. At a lot of shows, you'll hear bands like advocating if somebody falls down, pick them up. So it's really a good atmosphere.
And they'll start the pits.
Like
they'll tell people to like open up the middle of the
usually
crowd.
very violently. We're basically describing a punk show to anyone who hasn't been.
The energy's unreal.
Usually open these fucking pits up. I've heard that. I heard that from Jeremy, A Day to Remember, a lot. Like, he said that almost every other song.
Yeah, I want to go see them live.
He's
so
like,
bad.
get the fuck open. Like, he's just like...
Yeah. I remember at Warped Tour, and, like, the whole time I was very shy with, like, you know, moving past people and but when Sum 41 came on, for some reason I just, like, lost my fucking mind. And I wanted to go mosh.
Yeah.
And I was, like, what, like, how old was I? 14?
When did Warped Tour end? 3 years ago?
So I would have been 13.
13, 14?
Fuck, I was small. And then Jacob's like, you're not going over to that mosh pit. And I'm like, bro, come on, let's go. And he's just like, did this. And I was like, what do I do? I'm stuck. He just trapped my ass. And I was like, come on, bro, it's right there. And he's like, not happening. And I'm like, you're a dick. Probably the right decision. I probably would have died.
Yeah, I think I was a little nervous about it.
But in the time, I was mad. I was like,
I mean, you got in there somewhere because at one point I saw Jacob and I'm like, where's Robert? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, cool.
I don't think I was in the mosh pit. That's when Sum 41's on, everyone was like, you know, it's like the whole crowd. It was
the whole wave, yeah.
Literally, this is the one time you couldn't escape this. The whole entire crowd was all moving, and I just got carried off somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm like, great.
I didn't care.
I'm like, great, my brother's dead. I have to go home and explain that my brother's dead to our parents.
Because I wasn't like moshing there, but it was pushing and shoving, but I was really into it. I was like, this is awesome. Dude.
Yeah, no, I like that. I didn't mind that. I was able to still watch my performance, and we're moving with the energy, you know what I mean?
Did you feel like, because you flew back, and I felt like I was going to fall over, but there's no room to fall over. You're literally
because everyone's
back
packed
to front
like sardines.
On every person, chest to back.
Yeah.
So you're going to fall over, but you can't. And then you do this back and forth, and it's crazy. Well, like, some of your favorite music's playing at the same time. It's just the best experience of my life.
So basically, Robert wants to experience that with PUP because they're so very good.
And they're, like, literally
maybe
100% my favorite band.
Maybe
in every way. Like, I've never, like, listened to a band I've liked as much as PUP. Not one time.
So I feel Rise Against.
I really like Rise Against, too.
Yeah,
so.
that's how I feel. So MGK.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you guys are a little confused and you're like me, who's been out of the loop of like what's going on in music, you might be a little confused of why MGK we're talking about him. He just released an album called Tickets to My Downfall. It is a pop punk album. Now, if you're really out of the loop, MGK used to be a rapper. This is just a theory to most people. But he coincidentally switched to pop punk after him and Eminem had that little spat. Like, pretty much directly after. So I don't know if he just said, like, after he kind of... Because he didn't really win that spat, most people think. Or seem to think. There was, like, he dissed Eminem's daughter, which you don't do. Eminem made a diss track... Then Eminem said something on a song. And then MGK made a diss track about Eminem called not Kill Shot. He called, what was it called? I can't remember what it was called. And then Eminem made his own diss track called Kill Shot, which he absolutely raped MGK in it. I think it was masterpiece because it's Eminem. That's what he does. And then MGK went dark, and then he resurged as a pop punk artist. So I think Eminem dissed him right out of rap.
Maybe he just figured that like.
Maybe he's just like, this isn't for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not my thing. But you can still tell in this new album that he has like rap roots.
So he made this pop punk album, and it's pop punk. It is pop punk. There are some poppy songs, there's some punk songs, and I was a little reluctant to listen to it at first. I knew I wanted to talk about it on the podcast, so this kind of made me listen to it. And the first song right now is called... What's it called, Robert?
Title track.
Is it called Title Track? I'm having an issue with Spotify.
Yeah.
Title Track. And I listened to it, I'm like, it's pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Listen to Kiss Kiss, I'm like, that's pretty good.
Kiss Kiss pretty good.
Drunk Face, okay. Again, you get into more poppy stuff like Drunk Face, Bloody Valentine. Forget Me Too featuring Halsey, slaps.
Really good song.
That
I like
slaps.
that song a lot.
He's got Halsey on the song, which I was a little confused about, but it slaps. Like, she's playing a punk part, and I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah, really good.
Like, that's amazing. All I Know is followed by, it's with Trippie Redd, again, more of a rappy, poppy song. Lonely's okay. World War III is pretty good.
It's pretty short. Pretty good.
Pretty short. It's like a quick, like 1 minute song.
Like we were saying, it reminds us of those like 30-second, 45-second mini songs on California from Blink.
Yeah. So basically, in that first half of the album, my impression is kind of sounds like Blink.
Sounds like Blink, yeah.
Now, there's a lot of people, like pop punk purists, that won't like that take. They won't like it. There's a lot of people that will not accept MGK into pop punk.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
It's, people, purists, gatekeepers, that whole situation.
My thought is, if it's good, it's good. That's the way I look at music. I don't get too caught up in genre. I know what genres I mostly don't like.
And I'm like, dude, anyone can take their hand in any genre, I think, if they wanna. And you know what I mean? It's not as like textbook pop punk as you'd like some other bands are. Like, I think the thing that gets it is that a lot of pop punk bands have like the pop punk like voice. They sound very similar. Same as like country artists sound similar. You know what I mean?
He's pretty close.
He's pretty close, but it's not exactly what it is. Like if you take two pop punk bands, they have very similar like sounds.
Yeah.
But he's like, he tells something that isn't 100% it, but it's still good.
But is it a good edge? Is it a good change?
No, good, yes.
Yeah, like do you think that's what...
But I think I can tell that he was, like, coming from rap to this. Definitely, but it's not bad. No, it's definitely good.
I think, personally... So he does sound like Blink. Like, you can't tell me it doesn't.
I think it does, yeah. Certain parts, you hear it, and you're like, my little, like, blink meter, my blink senses are tingling.
And me and Robert had a good talk in the car listening to it on the way over here. It sounds like Neighborhoods. Blink.
Yeah, there's sometimes like Neighborhoods.
Okay, so Blink's got like not forms, but like I don't want to say decades either, periods where they sound different. You know what I mean? Like Cheshire Cat sounds kind of different. Dude Ranch kind of sounds like Cheshire Cat, but Neighborhood sounds different. Yeah. And like California, obviously,
California's obviously different,
but still sounds different. They have periods where they sound different. And like Take Off Your Pants and Jacket sounds a little different from both the Cheshire Cat Dude Ranch area and the Neighborhoods area.
Yeah, I think Take Off Your Pants and Jacket is kind of like coupled with Enema of the State.
Yeah,
they sound kind of alike.
I was blanking on Enema of the State. I could see the album cover, but I'm like,
yeah,
what's it called?
And almost what's that other one?
They have too many albums.
The ones it's not a self-titled album, is it?
Where? Which one?
It's the one with like the pink Blink logo on it as its cover. It's like pink and white. It has
I can't remember.
It has like a bunch of good songs.
Either way, they have periods. That's what I'm trying to get at.
A lot of bands kind of go to that, where they have like different albums sound similar, and then.
And they sound like Neighborhoods, which is a love-hated album for Blink fans. There's a lot of Blink fans that don't like it. There's a lot of Blink fans that do. I didn't like it at first. I came around to it, and now it's one of my favorites.
I love it. It's so good.
It's a banger of an album.
What's it called? Ghost on the Dance Floor is an amazing song.
Wishing Well? I love Wishing Well.
Wishing Well is really good. What's the second or third one? I'm like a cat in a cage locked up in... Natives.
Yeah.
That song's really good.
Yeah, that song's really good.
Love Wishing Well. Love Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, so that's the period of Blink that sounds like, and I don't hate that. Contra for Aliens, banger of a song.
I think that's the best one on the album for me.
I haven't got all the way through it. I got out the Jawbreaker here.
Oh, we were listening to Jawbreaker. We're literally
like 3 songs away.
I listened up to Concert for Aliens, and then I was like, that's enough MGK for now.
It's good. And if you're a pop punk purist and you're listening to this and you refuse to listen to it, give it a shot, man.
Yeah,
give it a shot, because he switched genres. It's hard to do. Not a lot of people can do it, like Taylor Swift, who just went from country to pop and stayed famous. Like he's kind of building himself back up here, because
it's weird making up. It's pop punk, but it's just one title after it's Machine Gun Kelly. It's not a band name. It's him.
Yeah.
So it's weird. Usually pop punk, you don't find that anywhere else. It's just a band. You got like All Time Low. You have Simple Plan. You have Blink-182. These are band names. You don't have like whoever. It's very that's different too.
You find that I think he probably did that for simplicity, so that MGK fans.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Can be like,
you're not going to be a new band. It's just like it's cool to see that.
Yeah, no,
that one guy. Obviously, he has people that do the instruments and stuff, and they do a good job.
He can play guitar. I've seen him play guitar.
Yeah, he does the guitar and vocals.
I've seen a lot of videos where he covers songs with Travis Barker as the drummer. He's great friends with Travis Barker from Blink. And he's a great drummer.
Maybe that's why a little bit sounds like Blink.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
He pulls some inspiration.
I wouldn't be surprised if Travis Barker is drumming on some of these tracks. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
You think so?
I know.
Maybe.
So I am in a group on Facebook called Defend Pop Punk.
Yeah.
There's a guy in there that worked with MGK on this album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was did the music. MGK worked on the album, like producing it and stuff, with Travis Barker, who knows a lot about producing music, and the guitarist from Escape the Fate.
Oh.
Yeah, and slash Escape the Fate slash where did Ronnie go after Escape the Fate?
Shit, dude.
Oh my god.
Escape the Fate's kind of on my outer radar.
Fall in Reverse. So,
oh, really? That's the same?
Yeah, it's the same singer slash guitarist.
Maybe that's why they sound so similar.
Yeah, anyways, it's Ronnie Radke. So he worked on that with them, and I'm like, those are pretty those are decent guys to make music
good names.
with.
Yeah.
That MGK is obviously friends with. So I wouldn't be surprised if Travis Barker's drumming on some of these, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't be surprised if I can't really remember a guitarist's name right now, if he's playing guitar on some of these, you know what I mean? Because they helped them produce them.
Yeah, and they can play the instrument.
It wouldn't surprise me if MGK was like, I mean, if it helped him a little bit, or maybe I don't doubt MGK's guitar skills, but I can guarantee you the guy from Escape the Fate's probably better.
Probably.
So there's some things, you just needed him to play, and maybe MGK probably can't play drums, and Travis Barker is, I think,
a really good drum.
Probably one of the best drummers in the scene, so why not? You know what I mean?
Alright, quick side note. These pants.
Whoa.
Do they not remind you
Not even just a side note, man.
Do they not remind you of the Neighborhood's album cover? Think about it.
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of that staticky black,
Think about
white.
that.
Yeah.
I was looking at them.
I got pants like that, too.
I looked at them, and then I started hearing neighbors in my head.
Alright, lift them up. Lift them up. Just for people on video.
Ow.
Ours a bit out of shape.
Check 'em.
Flexibility.
Check them.
Check them.
My favorite pants in the wardrobe right here.
Sweatpants.
Beast. Oh yeah, I was sweatpants all day.
But yeah, overall, like.
Whoa, what the hell did you say?
I said overall.
Oh, this is Afro, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Having a stroke over there.
Overall, yep.
Overall, I think this album it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan. It's not something I listen to all the time, but when I want, I kind of want to listen to something a bit different every so often, I'll probably go do it. That's my take.
I like it.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're a pop punk purist, and
just try it. And if you don't like it, then you don't like it.
Give it a shot to at least cover for Aliens. Give the Halsey shot, or concert for Aliens. Like, give that one a shot, give the Halsey one a shot, and give Kiss Kiss a shot. Those top three are...
Kiss Kiss, I thought you didn't like... Oh, you did like Kiss Kiss, yeah.
Those three will probably, like, convince you at least to, like, look out for another album from him, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Again, like, this kind of opens my eyes so that if I see him release music again, I'll probably be like, oh, I'll check that out, because I like some of his stuff, so I might like it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens, like...
Keep an eye. It's like that, the Phantom Menace meme where it's like, we'll watch your career with great interest.
Yeah.
Palpatine?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
What a great...
Bit of Star Wars in there for our favorite stuff.
Yeah.
I love prequel memes, man. They're my favorite. They work so good with, like, everything.
Yeah.
There's, like, a prequel meme for every situation, I think.
Yeah.
Because all the movies are just memes. The entirety of them. It's crazy. I love them.
It's because of all the hidden stuff. And
that's because, like, the people that watch the original trilogy don't really like the prequels that much. I feel like some have come around. But and I think Ewan McGregor even said this, for the generation they were made for, they were so influential. For, like, you and me, and maybe even Bradley a little bit. They're so influential for, like, our lives.
Yeah.
Like, the prequels were, like, it for me. We weren't around when the original trilogy came out.
Yeah.
We were there for the prequels. I think I was a bit after the prequels. But, I was there.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they're, like, a big part of our lives now. And it's so good, because they were so, like, amazing for us.
You were born in 04. Revenge of the Sith came out in 05.
Yeah, so I was just on the back end. I was 1 year old. Let's go. But still, like, they were the ones I would have watched, because you were watching them over and over and over again. So I'm definitely a
prequels guy. But yeah,
me too.
But yeah, their memes kind of fit with everything. And yeah, it kind of fits with this. We'll watch your career with great interest because I'm curious to see what he can do with pop punk. Like, I'm really curious. I don't think this will be the end for him.
No,
I mean,
he's not old or anything.
We'll see how the album goes, right? I mean, the album does shit. Maybe it will be. Maybe he'll be like, ah, fuck it, I'm done. I'm just gonna retire with my money, and
he's probably got enough money to
retire. He's got a shitload of money.
Yeah.
He's got rapper money still.
Yeah.
It's pop punk, but he's got rapper money still. So yeah, I'm excited to see where he takes it. Maybe we'll see some more pop punk stuff. Maybe he'll just slip right into the pop.
Who knows, anywhere, really? Who
knows? But yeah, that's all we got to really talk about today. Lots of music. If you guys haven't heard of either Machine Gun Kelly or PUP, check them out. If you haven't heard of any of the other bands we mentioned today, like Rise Against with Billy Talent, I don't know if you've been under a rock.
We talk about them almost every, or like at least once.
Pretty much every episode.
So
check out Oakrest. They do our intro.
Yep, really good band.
I heard they got new stuff, a new single coming soon, I believe.
Bradley bought an Oakrest shirt. Our editor and younger brother.
Can we talk about their new shirts for a second? They look good, man.
They're good.
If there's one thing, if you don't like Oakrest music, like their merch, because they got the merch game going on.
Yeah, Bradley got the one where it's like the three logos.
Colors. Yeah.
And it comes with a handwritten note. Very nice.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that. I'm friends with all of them, really, and I didn't know that.
Yeah. Handwritten note. He loves the shirt. Wears it quite often. I think he might have been wearing it today, even. I don't know.
I just have their basic white one with the Oakrest written across the
black Oakrest. Yeah.
I got that one a while ago.
But yeah, their merch is good.
Yeah, their merch is good. Rise Against should be soon, hopefully. Billy Talent should be any day now.
Really?
Dropping a new album. They said end of the year.
Oh, wait, yeah, of course.
Well, Ben said the target was fall. Guess what season we're in?
Yeah, the fall lasts for a little while, all the way up till November.
Yeah,
or December.
I think we'll see something this month or next month.
Hopefully.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I'm hoping we'll see it sooner than later. I did remember they're dead. They're dead. They got to be dead. Jeremy McKinnon just featured on the League of Legends song for the year. Yeah.
What song was that? I play League of Legends. I don't even know those. I don't listen to the League of Legends music makes me want to rip my eyes out.
Take over.
The only thing that I ever listened or ever
I'll play it for you after. You might like it.
The only thing I've ever heard that I didn't listen to on purpose, that I didn't mind, was their Pentakill album because it was rock. But still, like, I'm not gonna sit around and listen to League of Legends music. I'm sorry. I'd rather shoot myself in the head.
It was okay. I'll show it to you after.
Dude, I'm getting League of Legends recommended to me on Spotify, and I'm like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Dude, I played League of Legends today, or the other day. They made you check off all these boxes saying, I will respect the other players in the game. Tick. I will help out my teammates and be a good teammate and respect them.
Damn.
Tick.
League of Legends is stepping it up.
Will do everything and be nice. And it's like, what the I tried hitting the X. I was like, I'm not signing no shit. And it's like, you have to sign to play the game. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I picked them. I'm like, whatever.
I just did that in Siege. You will not team kill. Everyone would be like, no, I'm not playing this game no more.
Dude, I can't. They think that it's going to solve toxicity. They call it the player contract. And I'm like, you wonder why everyone that plays your game hates you. Because you do shit like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you wonder why people, all they do is make fun of Riot Games.
Yeah, Riot... Oh, sorry, I'm not even talking on the mic.
Holy shit.
Riot Games has got a reputation.
I like their game. It's pretty fun to play. Sometimes they make balance decisions that makes me want to rip my eyes out. And I'm telling you, Season 11 with these items, I think I'm going to claim my own life when I have Vayne coming up to me, breaking the attack speed cap, doing two things of, one thing of max HP true damage and one of just AD scaling true damage with the new Kraken item coming up to me and killing me in 6 auto attacks. Coming in at 2.5 per second, so you're like, fuck that.
Well, guys, stay tuned to see if Robert lives through League of Legends. All right, that's about all we got really time for. Ran in a bit early, so you guys got lucky today.
Let you go to school early,
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel like. I feel like I'm a teacher. Like, oh, guys, like, go fucking be free. School sucks right now for both of us. I don't even want to think about school.
Yeah. No.
Anyways, so yeah, that's all we got time for. Like I said, if you hadn't heard of any of the bands we listed today, give them a listen. Oakrest, give them a listen. Awesome band. Just be a good person. Wear your mask. COVID stuff. COVID sucks right now too.
Yeah, bad.
So yeah, and hit subscribe. Be a better person if you hit subscribe.
Definitely.
You're good if you respect COVID stuff and you're nice to people. You're even better if you get subscribe on videos and like on videos and review on videos. So yeah, thanks guys, and we will hopefully see you next week.
Bye.